confrontation, but the Soviet Union did not have an economy that was even in the same ballpark as us. China's economy, even though it's slowed, it's still growing faster than ours, and they're going to surpass us if we don't change course here. And the tragedy of it is, it's been U.S. policy that's really put China on the road to having all this power. So they've done a massive military buildup. They have designs not just for the Indo-Pacific, but really to dominate the world. And this is something that's very simple. We need to win this, and we can't let them win it.
What do you think about Utah's first amendment policy?
Social, and what exactly did they do? So I don't know the details of it, so I can't speak specifically on that. But I will just say, as a parent of a 6, 5, and 3-year-old, our kids are not on social media yet. We hope that they never are, but we understand. I mean, as parents, it's hard to micromanage all this, and there's peer pressure and all this other stuff. But I think social media has been a net negative for youth. I don't think there's any question about it. And to have people on social media all the time is not good. You need to get outside. You need to be speaking to people one-on-one, speaking in groups. It can't all be behind a computer screen or on a mobile device. And so I can't speak about what they've done, but I would say for parents, this is definitely a really important issue. And if there are ways to empower parents to be able to navigate this better, that'd be something that I'd be interested in looking at. Certainly at the state level, we'll see with federal, but these computers and stuff can be beneficial, but we can't let that overwhelm what it means to be individuals. And that's something that we are very conscious of with our kids. We're also conscious of some of the influences that come in. When I was a kid, you could watch cartoons and there wasn't an agenda. It was just kind of like, okay, Popeye or this or that. Now parents, and we're concerned, okay, what are they trying to put in this? And that's not good for our society either. I mean, kids should just be kids, and we shouldn't have to worry about a lot of this nonsense. Yes, sir.
Governor, do you have a message for the young people in the United States that are worried about the future of this country and leadership?
Absolutely. My message is this: the decline of this country is not inevitable. It's a choice. It's a choice we will make. I'm running for president. I'm going to win the White House, because we are going to reverse this decline. Economic decline, military decline, cultural decline, all of these things can be remedied, but we've got to get after it right now, and we cannot give up 2024. Yes, sir.
Governor, Utah politicians love to tout the Utah way of doing things, and Spencer Cox, our governor, just rolled out an initiative through the National Governors Association to promote healthy disagreement in politics. I'm wondering, what's your plan to win over Utah voters who want a little more stability in national politics?
Well, I think if you look about me, I've governed in bold colors, not pale pastels. People know where I stand. When I take a stand, we take it, and we run with it, and we deliver the results. At the same time, you don't see me calling people names. I get called names in this campaign. You don't see me stooping to some of those levels, because I think ultimately this is about the vision for the future. And some people are going to have different visions for the future. And you get into the arena of ideas, you battle it back and forth, and may the best candidate win. But what I've learned in this is, there's going to be people that are going to be opposed to you on certain things. Some people don't like school choice. Some people don't like what we're doing on, not having indoctrination in these elementary schools. And I disagree with those positions, but I get it. But you know what? There may be other issues down the road that they may agree with you on. And so if somebody's going to agree with me 20% of the time, I'll fight them on the 80%, but I will work with you on that other 20%. So if you look at things we've done in Florida, we really took the issue of environmental restoration on in a big way. We've done more than any governor in Florida history to restore Florida's Everglades. We have now an infrastructure in to try to mitigate things like blue-green algae blooms, which have been something that's been a part of Florida life for many, many decades. We've created a lot of infrastructure to improve the flow of our water, and that's just something that the public wanted to see done, but it wasn't always in the interest of either side to actually come together and get it done. So we did that, and we're very excited that we were able to do it. Also, as I'm doing school choice on the one hand, and I think it's very important that parents have a right to go to the school, send their kids to school their choice, private scholarships, charter schools, choice within a school district, 100%. You don't get a lot of support from people on the other side on that. I get it. But as governor, we've done billions of dollars in pay increases for public school teachers. And so that's something that a lot of people on both sides can agree on. Now, we only let it go to the teachers. We don't let it go to the union. We don't let it go to administration. It's got to go to the teachers' pockets. But, they hadn't done a lot in Florida before I became governor. So we've now done billions of dollars. And so, what you have to be able to do is you got to be willing to fight on one issue. When that fight is over, then you got to look to the next issue and say, okay, are we able to find any source of agreement? Because at the end of the day, it's all about getting things done. It's all about delivering results. And so I want to keep the door open for anyone that may agree with me on one issue. If they want to work on it, they can fight me on other issues. We'll still be willing to work on that issue that matters. And so in that sense, I think you're going to be more productive if you do it that way. And, it has gotten to the point in our society, look, my faith is in faith in God. It's not about my political ideology, okay? My political philosophy is part of how I approach all this stuff, but that is not ultimately, my fighting faith. My fighting faith is faith in God. And so with that being said, I don't take it as personally when people disagree with me on politics. And so politics has a role, but I don't think it should be the number one divide in our country. I think that you've got to be able to to deal with people who may come out some of these political issues a little bit different than you. Okay, guys, thanks so much. We appreciate it.